Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming to my channel, D.vs.debt. This is D, and on Wednesdays I talk about my money moves. So my money moves for this week, in a little bit you're going to see me get into my CashApp account, and I'm going to invest $1 at every place that I shopped at that pays a dividend. And for every time I shop there, I pay $1 each time. I'm also going to be showing you the dividends that I was paid in February and how I'm going to lump those all together and which company I'm going to reinvest those dividends in order to grow my holdings in that particular share, as well as to be able to get more dividends back then because I own more of the company. So the first money move that I'm going to be talking about this week is my Etsy. So that's one of my side hustles. In yesterday's video, I talked about the fee breakdown and all of that. So my Etsy paychecks have been shrinking drastically week by week. In fact, this week my Etsy paycheck was $4. So if you notice, that really lit a fire under me, and I ended up listing 5 new printables that I showed yesterday. And now I'm going to do a soft opening of my cash envelopes on there. So I need to kind of iron things out and get used to selling physical products since I've been doing just digital this year. And so my first listing, to kind of get back into the swing of things, is a set of 6 vellum cash envelopes. So they're the peekaboo style with the jar window. And so I'm going to be listing a few sets of these for sale just to see how it goes in terms of packing, shipping, turnaround time, all of that. Today is my 1-day spring break, so I'm using it to get all of that listed and ready and just raring to go. And these come with a set of white tabs that you can kind of place wherever you want. So wish me luck on that. I'm very, very nervous about selling cash envelopes. It's a lot of work, time intensive. So we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. Again, super, super nervous about that. So these hopefully will be up listed in Etsy by tonight. And then I'm hoping to roll them out in stages. So add a different kind of pattern. Hopefully at least once every week. More than that, we'll see how it goes. So now let's talk about the dividends that I was paid in CashApp. So that gets deposited into my CashApp debit card and I am free to spend it. However, what I do is turn around and reinvest it. So the amount I get every month fluctuates because there are some companies that pay a dividend every 3 months. In fact, most companies pay quarterly, but I do have a few that pay monthly. So for example, Realty Income pays monthly, Pembina Pipeline pays monthly. AG&C is another monthly dividend payer. So that's why it's different every time, because literally every month it's a different company that's in and paying their dividend. So you'll notice a shift in company names as well as the amount of dividends. So this is who paid me dividends in the month of February. The biggest one was Realty Income. So they paid me a total of $3.69. Starbucks was next in line with 47 cents. And then the smallest one was Verizon. They only paid me a penny, but this was before I owned a full share. So next time they pay me 3 months from now, you're going to see that this number is going to jump. So all of these dividends added up to a total of $4.88. Instead of going back and reinvesting it individually into each one, what I've started doing instead is to add it all together, round it up to the nearest dollar, which is $5 in this case, and then pick which company that I want to invest that money in. So these $5 are going to go into what I call the party stock. So Altria, and their ticker symbol is MO. The reason I picked this, and again, don't follow my advice. I'm not giving financial advice. You're just watching me for entertainment because I'm brand new to this. I'm trying to figure things out, learning as I go, making mistakes all over the place. So again, you're just watching me for entertainment purposes, not educational purposes. So the reason I picked them is because basically people like to party. And so Altria is basically things that you drink and things that you smoke when you're partying. So for example, they own Anheuser-Busch, they own Marlboro, and among other things, wine, recreational herb, all that stuff. So the things that I took into consideration is that this date, what this means is that you have to buy your share or your fractional share by this date in order to get paid the dividend that they roll out. So you have to kind of keep your eyes out on these dates. So because this one is in March, then I figured it's a good time to jump into this versus a different company that has a date in a different month. So when you purchase your fractional share before this date, then they're going to pay you your dividend in April, in this case for them on the 29th. And the reason I like Altria is because they have a very high dividend. 7% is huge in terms of dividends. And because people like to party, you know, I consider this then a safe thing to put those $5 into. And especially when times are tough and people are stressed, they party even more to kind of numb reality. And so right now we're kind of in that situation, right, with everything that's going on. So this is the reason why I'm going to put those $5 into Altria. So let's go ahead and get into my Cash App, and you're going to watch me invest again, my $1 investing challenge that I do for myself, and then reinvest these dividends. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm in Cash App, and I'm very excited because this is the very first share that I'll be able to finish purchasing a complete share of as a result of doing my $1 challenge, where I invest $1 every time I go make a purchase at a place that is publicly traded and pays a dividend. So I went to Safeway twice over the course of this week. So I'm buying $2 worth of their shares. And now I'm the proud owner of a full share of Albertsons. Super, super exciting. If I had done this years ago, I would have probably owned so many full shares by now. But I'm very, very proud of the fact that now I own a complete share of Safeway just for paying $1 or investing $1 every time I go shop there. All right, the next one, however, is going to take a million years to buy a full share of. So Amazon. I went there a total of 3 times, or I made a total of 3 purchases from Amazon over the course of this week, which is why I'm investing $3 in them. Their full shares, though, if you notice, are thousands of dollars. So yeah, I doubt I'll ever have enough money to own a full share of Amazon, but a girl can dream. The next place I went to was to fill my gas tank twice over the course of just 1 week, because I did have that trip to Tucson for a birthday party. So those 2 trips means I invest $2. The next place I'm going to invest in is Dollar General. I also went there twice over the course of this week. So that means that 2 trips means I will be investing $2. So there I am putting in my $2, and now I own $2 more of fractional shares. And the next one, oh boy, this is an embarrassing confession. In my defense, I have been stress eating, and I didn't pay for any of these trips. So can you guess which one I'm looking for? So Burger King. I purchased a total of 4 times over the course of 1 week. So embarrassed. But I was stress eating, and I'm hormonal, and I have a gift card. So that was like a perfect storm. So that's my defense, and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, that's why I invested $4, but now I'm checking out how much I need to own a full share. So I'll get there eventually. The next companies that I'm going to be investing in now are the ones that I paid my bills for, my utilities for the month of February. So the first one is for my electric bill. I paid that, which means I invest $1 in Pinnacle West. The next one I'm going to be looking for is American Water. Even though they're not my water company, my water provider, they're the one I found that was publicly traded and that had a good reputation, and it paid a dividend. So that's why I invest in them every single month when I pay my water bill to my company. The next one that I'm looking for is Lumen. So they are the ones that are my internet providers. They're also the ones that are one of the cheapest shares to own. It's only $12 for a full share. So I'm going to be racking up full shares for this one pretty darn easily. So there's another $1 invested in them for paying my bill for the month of February. And now I'm looking for Apple. I pay $3 every month for Apple for storage, basically, memory storage. So I invest then $1 in them every single month. And now it's time to make a payment for my phone bill. So I invest in Verizon, even though technically my company is visible, but they use Verizon's towers, which is why I invest in Verizon, $1 every month. So that takes care of the companies that I paid my bills at for the month of February. Now it's time to take all those dividends that I got over the course of the month and lump them together, and I'll be buying $5 more of Altria. Remember, I like them. Their full share price is $53. They pay 7.25% dividends. Ooh, it went up. So that's very exciting. and I'm going to go ahead and round up from what I got in dividends and invest $5. If I wanted to, I could invest $4.88, but I like to round up. So that is it for my investings for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.